Okay, guys, we're doing the Leo full moon thing. The moon is like pulling my guts from the inside out, so that's what we're gonna do. I know, already back with another upload. Yes, we run a broadcast studio. Yes. Okay. We're gonna start with the crystal resonance to get a little bit of an overview. I just want to see if anything juicy and kitschy and cool comes out. We're having like the funnest time. Like God just like clicked so many things into place for us with this moon, which is cool. Obviously I'm letting my Leo main stay out. I'm not like in a fucking rush ever because I don't like, hate myself anymore, so I don't really have to like hurry up and fucking do anything to my fucking look because I'm awesome. So let's see. Leo full moon, thank you spirit. The Leo. Oh shit, ski. Shout out all the Leo moons out there. I keep a grip of them bitches on me. Whoa. This is funny. The Leo reading was probably like the wildest of the reading. That's not wild, it's just like regarding like the Kundalini sacral. But right now, I just feel like the Leo full moon is about to make the masculine's dreams real. Isn't that crazy? We got male power and dreams. Yeah, I think the masculine collective right now is like really like acting on their dreams. I don't know how else to put that. Like just like act on the dream. It's like not even just acting on the dream. I feel like that's what the moon is doing. Is like bringing that dream. It's like a big like dream reality arrives, and it's just like I feel like this moon is like connecting a dot that's like what the fuck, like oh, big like oh type of shit. Matter of fact, let's just see what we've got. So yeah, we've got dreams, like I said. I feel like I'm kind of at this place in my fucking intuition is like scary and freaky and weird. Like I think the thing that I don't realize with my broadcast network is like there will be millions upon billions of like interactions where it's like in the future of my life over the course of running the studio where people are gonna be like, do you understand, like one time I was thinking something and then I saw your update on the post and it was like, what the fuck are you like looking at my life? It's like I'm like that kind of person. And then one of my grandmothers, like both of my grandmothers really come through to talk to me about how much like I really took a long time in my life to accept my gifts because I was like traumatized as a child. But it took me like a really long time to like really accept like what was going on with me, the power of my voice, like the power of my seeing, like, you know, like I said, we talked about it. I am my father's child. So, you know, kind of a freak of nature. And it took a long time for me to be okay with that. But I feel like Aquarius season 2026, I'm like okay with that. But yeah, I also just kind of feel like, you know, there's a lot of parts of me that kind of like, I don't really know this, but like people are like, do you understand? Like, I think I'm just gonna get a lot of reports of like, do you understand what you do in people's like astral world? Like, it's like, you know, like my higher self and its abilities are things that I'm still like very much learning about. So it's like kind of a lot to figure out like, oh, like when I know I'm like a haunting motherfucker, but I don't really like go into the details because I'm too busy living a life. But anyways, so male power and dreams. Let's see what else Spirit has. Anything else? That's exactly what I just said. This is not exactly what I just said. The dreams are like grounding because your higher self is already in this love. It's like about to rip the fabric. It's like really crazy, like happening now. Like there's something that's happening right now that's like, what? Like, wait, what? Like, I don't know. Like every day I feel like I wake up and like detonate a bomb, like with my verbal shit. But I kind of tell you guys, it's like, you guys don't realize, like you thought that I was a thoughtie. You guys literally look at my archive and you're like, oh, she overshares. That's nothing. That's nothing. I'm actually an extremely private person. You guys don't know. And I just watch y'all walk around and I watch y'all play me and I watch y'all act like y'all don't know who I am all the time. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so with that black cat energy, it's like we were definitely keeping points. We were definitely keeping tabs on how many times you're gonna try to play me in my face. Oh, you don't know me? Oh, you don't know who I am? You sure you don't want me to fucking release it? I know who the fuck you guys are. You know what I mean? Well, you wanna act like I'm a nobody all 2025? Come on, brother. People wanted to act like I was a nobody because it's hard to accept that you're in a flop era. Like, okay, that's fine. I'm consistent, you're not. That's fine. But I'm not a nobody, so don't be disrespectful. Something is getting created. A reality is being created. A dream reality is now. It's like, look at this. There's so much symbology of like your higher self, something is opening up and dropping down right now. And it's like your higher self is ready to receive this love, and you're gonna be like looking up and be like, oh, it came from that black hole. Like my something again, we talked about this, like letting your dreams are actually supposed to happen. Like if I could just like say that, like the Leo moon is like the stuff you dream about is actually your future. So a lot of you feel like the need to like artificially bring them in. You don't have to do that. It's just like letting you know that will be coming to you. And if you were actually a Taurus moon, like if you're an Aquarius like me, who's like a high processor, but with like a Taurus moon center, like a nutty center, you know, you're going to be really slow moving. And like for me, I'm just like, I always move that way with that sense of value. It's like, why the fuck would I lift a finger? Why would I lift a finger? It's already for me. Why would I fucking prove what's already mine? I don't know when you girls are supposed to come into the picture. I do know you're supposed to be in the picture. It's like shit like that. Again, masculine principle, like created a dream. Like somebody, like again, I think that I'm also getting that the divine feminine has been telling you, has been like, this is what's gonna happen. And I feel like the divine masculine right now just decided, I'm gonna agree to create that with you. Good for y'all. Good for all of us, right? The divine masculine within is like, I'm gonna just go ahead and push, because I feel like I have red buttons that I never push, but it's like, you know, I sit around and complain about how like certain stuff stays stagnant. It's like, I could just push the red button. It's like my masculine. It's like, fuck it. Leo full moon, you know who you are, Alexis, fuck it. What are you being cordial for? Collapse it. Maybe make some clarity. Make it clear, because people don't, they're like, they know you're strong. It's like, what the fuck, where do I know you from? It's like, you don't know how much you know. You don't know how much you know the guy. So, anyways, that's what's going on there. Let's use our good old, actually, let's use the Rider Waite, and then we'll clarify with the Aquarian Tarot. So let's see, that's an opening message. Let's see what else we got going on here. What is this Leo full moon? I think some of you were like contemplating because of like maybe recently coming across like this frequency of the studio, me as a person, me as an energy. And it's like, oh, you know, you've been spending all this time trying to be like giving yourself seeing if there's enough evidence to like act on maybe like something that you feel like intuitively, right? But the problem is I think this Leo full moon is going to be like showing you that like nothing that's for you that you could ever like in your life. Because again, you guys have been lying to yourself for a long time. So you think that like stuff just shows up. It doesn't. Everything is already predestined. And I feel like this Empress energy, this is the bottom of the deck, the divine feminine is setting the record straight. She's like, dude, we collapsed the whole fake fugazi paradigm in a second, because the reality is the stuff that's really like, I just told Dennis this. I was like, you know, a lot of people, when they think about their dreams and they think what they want to do, they always think very aspirational. But like, for example, like Oprah Winfrey, I don't know, I'm just using this as an example. Like if you're thinking of like an Oprah Winfrey, that's not something that like developed in her. Oprah Winfrey, if you looked at every stage of her life, doesn't matter if she was in different places and had like smaller stars, her impact, the way people responded to her, like the amount of people that always feel like they can connect to her, that was always happening. And so it's kind of the same with me, where I like try to tell people, it's like, you guys might have entered my story while I was like on the streets of Austin, and I'm just like, that's just part of my lore. But it's like, I've always been exactly what I've been. So I think that's like kind of what gets collapsed, because we start with this Leo full moon with the 8 of Pentacles. There is a long, like, this Empress could write, look how much receipt, this is so many receipts. So many receipts. Who's lying? I have never lied on any of the shit I talk about. I don't talk about nobody that I've never actually dealt with proper in my real life. Even when you guys think I'm like calling out ASAP Rocky randomly, I'm not. Like, I've actually met and seen these people in real life. Like, what are you talking about, brothers? That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not even like, I'm not someone who doesn't speak from experience. These aren't like loose things. You know, I don't have commentaries on rap music if I hadn't seen like hours and hours and hours, thousands upon thousands and thousands of shows in my life of every genre. It's like, what? It's like, what? Like, I have a Discord, you know what I mean? It's like, everything I do is, you couldn't tell at this point. So I just feel like, you know, for me, all I just kept doing was like just reminding you girls that it's like, but I think I really represent something that's a lot deeper. I think it's just like in general right now, it's like spirit is just letting you know, it's like, if you're having to disconnect this January before, like during the year of the snake, what it was trying to get you to transform out of and let go of was the temporalness of it all, the temporary stuff that you thought you had to go create. These could have been partners, relationships, dynamics, jobs, like communities, like whatever it is. It's like there was a part of us that thought like, oh, like what we're supposed to do is get here and like fucking try to like make the shit, like create this shit. It's like, it's not, because then there's this empress who's like, I'll show you all the things I've ever attracted in my life. It's just like a long archive of all the things that were like just attracted to me. And it's funny because all the same people that I was on 15, 16, 17 years ago are still the same people that are in the fucking looping around it now. And I'm just here to collapse it for you. You're not dreaming this, you're not crazy. It's like also like way more casual. It's like, brother. Because I think a lot of people are like wondering with me why things are like they feel very deep, or they feel very intense, or they feel very like I already feel like it's natural. Like, why do I already feel like I know you? I'm like, I keep trying to tell y'all really do already know me for real. It's like, I mean, I'm not who I, like, you might not really play, I mean, I'm not the 16-year-old girl anymore, but the same guy, I was there. Like, I've seen a lot of people's life, like, I'm very, like, fixed. Like, I know what kind of energies I like. I've always known that. That's why I have such, like, really, like, long-term, like, partnership is easy for me, because it's just, like, I know what I like. And I know what likes me, you know, and I just, like I said, I just feel like this feminine, just like, really just like, the output is crazy. It's like, whoa. It's like, whoa. And I just, 11/11, I just feel like so many people thought like they were putting me on. I was like, you're not putting me onto anything. Like, you're straight up not putting me onto anything. Holy cow. Leo full moon is like divine union. So I just saw 11/11, because now people are able to give equal give and take, because I think it's like it was always, I just feel like this is like labor that was on the divine feminine, but the labor did in the end, it's like it's gonna be worth it, because it's like, okay, maybe if I just give you more information it'll help, because I know what I'm on. I know not everybody has the same spiritual practices as me. I know not everybody has the same life philosophies as me. I know I'm very polarizing and very radical. I also have like my own very specific destiny. Like, I'm meant to be like I'm not, it's just meant to be friends with you bitches. I'm like also meant to be like president and shit. Like, there's a lot of shit that's not on my path that I'm trying to do. And right now I'm just trying to get the support system that I feel like God is already telling me, like, recruit the niggas, because they're going to help you be able to be strong enough to take on this really crazy destiny that you have. And that's great. But I just feel like right now, you know, in the end, my archive is actually the reason we're, like, everybody's like, well, the 12, thank you so much for completing your archive, because it did tell the whole story. It's kind of like my Gemini reading that I did. If you got the chance to read it or watch it for Aquarius season, it's like, my word is bond. Like, you guys definitely see me mouth off in 2026, but it's like, my word also, I have to show you guys where to trust me, because I think you guys can just like people, and you can, like, you know, but like people can just get up and like say a fact and it can be a fucking full ass lie. So it's like, how do you know like what I'm saying is real? How do you know like what I'm saying is like legit? That's what my archive is for. Because I just don't want people to fucking have to fucking buy into anything. I'm not a capitalist. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to fucking ruin your life. I just think people, I don't want you to overstate, like, understand this. Like, I'm a journalist. Like, I'm very, very inquisitive and very observant. I've like witnessed a lot of life, a lot of history happening for a lot of fucking people, places, and things. It's a great, it could be anything. But the Leo full moon is like, finally, it looks like I said, the masculine, because I think the masculine thought, here's the difference. Here's what I'll say. There's something that the divine feminine thinks is a reality that the divine masculine thought was a dream. It's kind of like what Dennis is doing right now. Like, he's having this very out-of-body experience, because it's like my birthday and all these things kind of facilitated like him finishing out like a workflow like setup that's like really like kind of just like finished the piece of like kind of like what he's always done. But it's like, anyways, but again, the expression of that would be like, in his head, I think he might have thought he was way further, or that it might have taken something way more to get to this dream. And it was like me who was just like, we were at the store the other day and I was like, you should get this and this, and these two things, I support you doing that, because those are what's missing. It was like my divine feminine being like, that's what's missing. That's the only thing that's missing for you. You have everything else. And then he's like, yeah, having this moment right now. He's like, holy shit, my dream's not a dream. It's like, it's like here now. Do you get what I'm saying? But it was like through the work where the divine feminine is like, it's not a dream. It's real. It's real. And so now that it's like, oh, the divine feminine has done enough of the like burden of proof. Like, again, I just feel like there was a burden of proof for this union. It's like, well, how do, it's like, you know, because a lot of people are sick right now too. Like, a lot of people don't necessarily always feel like their best selves too. So they could be like, it could just be my fucking schizophrenia acting up. Like, how do I know this isn't just like some delusional, unhealthy thing that I'm just trying to escape into? And I'm like, that's fine. That's chill. Because like I said, I also like to prove to people that like, I don't really, again, I don't really invest in people. I don't even really make introductions unless I've really like held it down. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of the artists that I claim to, like I don't, there's very few artists that I really like talk to too much about. Like a lot of the artists that, like, again, I told you guys, I really stopped listening to music in the 2020s. I'm just now on the back end of like coming back into like, you guys are probably seeing me a lot more. It's like, oh wow, she's so like, yeah, of course music was like my life, but I think at the same time I stopped listening to it in 2020s because it was like a cease and desist, because my generation, like my guys, my genres, like we kind of already had our, like we were all kind of crashing on at the same time. Like mid 2010s was kind of like, all right, I feel like life kind of hit us all, and so we were busy like G'ing up, like, you know, the 90s kids were like fucking, by the 2010s it was like, all right, you know, the fucking, even if you were like a star child, it's like we kind of had like just shit to deal with, I feel like. And so I just feel like I was going through my own shit too. It's like where I couldn't be the same girl that's like at every show, like fucking like, I'm filming and fucking shooting every, like I can't do that anymore. I couldn't for a while I was just like dealing with like what's on my actual soul. So that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of you guys too. It's like a lot of like younger Gen Z too. I don't like. It's like certain things. It's like it's not even like I'm trying to be for a crowd. I think I'm for the exact same group of people I was for like then, which is the beautiful part of right now. It's like your class is really important. That's why I really love like academia, because it really is like it's like how life goes. Like your life, you should really stay with like generations. Like generations are such an important framework for us because it just helps us work together better. When we're paying attention to like we all like, you know, coming from a certain era, a certain time, it's just gonna help you understand like your perspective and like who can help you, who's coming from your perspective. But anyways, yeah, it just feels like it's like, oh, because I think it's like there was a missing piece, or there's like an eighth pentacle that's like something that makes it very distinguished. It's like, okay, that's not like, I just feel like there was something that came down almost like Leo full moon, like what, like wait, that's me, like oh wait, my name has been called, oh wait, like what. It's like there's, because Eight of Pentacles is like distinguished achievement. It's like when you really, it's like this isn't like just Seven of Pentacles, this isn't like a good return on investment, this is like, okay, again, another thing, I think a lot of people are really going to regret how they treated me in 2025 across the board, because it was just like abhorrently like about like, I was just like, okay, oh, it's like, it was just like, it's because it's like I was always going to be able to come. I always knew that. I was like, I'm being human on myself. I'm sorry, while I was homeless, I didn't have time to prove to you guys how you know me and where I'm from. And well, I didn't have time to prove shit to you bitches. Because I was like literally like suffering, you know, but you guys handled me so rough in 2025, trying to call me a fraud and a bitch and a popper. It's actually the bitches you guys roll with. It was never me. But like I said, I've never switched up. Like, again, like, you know, that's one of the things that's going to be consistent. I think the thing that people don't like right now is like people lie. I told you guys. These guys, right? Everyone lies about what they're into. Everybody says they do stuff that they don't really do, you know? They say they listen to music they don't actually listen to, you know? Think about the hip-hop world. A lot of people don't really even listen to rap music, to be honest with you. You can tell. People want to be talking about rap beef. They don't listen to rap music, though. Realistically, they don't. Who do you listen to? And don't name Gunner or some shit. Don't name some fucking niggas that you just started fucking with like 2020s. Don't fucking say Yee. Don't. Because y'all... Don't. It's not even shade to those guys, but it's like that. It's like... I'm just saying. It's like, you know, it's like most of the people who really talk about stuff, it's like they're not really in practice. Like, that's what I mean. So, again... I just feel like that's kind of like what's happening right now. Is like, oh shit, like the threshold that opens up equal give and take and like union is like this, like, oh, there's overwhelming empirical evidence. There's overwhelming data with this Leo full moon. And I feel like the Leo full moon kind of just like slaps you in the teeth. I think the Leo full moon also comes as a gift. You've shed pretty much fucking everything you could possibly shed. And I think a lot of people just feel like kind of like Chihuahua, like Taco Bell Chihuahua, like kind of like scrawny and wet and cold and isolated and naked in Aquarius season. And then Aquarius full moon, I mean the Leo full moon during Aquarius season kind of just comes in with this thing that's like, okay, and here's the new you, here's what you get for all that. And I think that was always kind of God's plan as well, to make it feel as special as it is, because I think, you know, the victory of it, like I think for me, like connecting with people, I always just felt like I lived a special life. Like I said, I have the star frequency. So for me, anyone who aligns with me, our connection and what I will help spotlight is that whatever star energy is in them. So a lot of the people that I've come across in my life is just like when they get on my path, I'm like, look at you, look at your star, isn't that great? I love that for you. And that's kind of how I roll, because I'm divine love incarnate. So yeah. So now I feel like you girls know why I'm like, you should come hang out with me, because it's not weird to me. I think you guys thought I was just like some weirdo who's like too comfortable and you don't know me, bitch, back up. It's like, excuse you, who doesn't, what? Excuse you, don't know yourself. You don't know yourself, that's why you think I don't know you. Right? And that's what 2025 was. My parents screaming in my face, you don't know me. I was like, no, baby, you don't know you. I've been here fucking since 97. I know who the fuck you are. Huh? Let's see. This is so beautiful. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, so right now, as we're speaking, Divine Temperance and the Two of Pentacles, it's mixing. This is 10 Pentacles right here. This came down, it's immediately happening. I feel like there are jaws on the floor that are just like jaw dropping, really shocking. Like, what? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Like, and I think you guys also think like, this girl, I think people think I mouth off a lot. I think people think like I'm generally like pretty, like, I know she ain't experienced some shit like this. Why is she so sure she don't want something? I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. I have been around pretty much every tier of echelon of person. Like, even if I wasn't born into like wealth, I have been afforded opportunities in my own life that I've seen with my own two hands, just because people fucking like me and my energy, that have shown me what it could be to be a millionaire, a billion. I'm not even kidding you. So again, when I say, I'm like, I am very discerning. Like, the life I pick, I choose to be bohemian. I choose to be a fucking motherfucker who rolls around like a bandito. I choose that because I've seen all of it. I genuinely have. I genuinely don't mean to hurt people's feelings when I say, like, there's not very much you could show me that I haven't already seen. I'm serious. I've seen the best artists at their best time in their life. I've seen the best that money could buy. I've been at the forefront of innovation. I've been with companies before they even were companies that were something. Like, I've seen some crazy history because I'm supposed to. You know, that's the work I do here on contract with God, you know. But I just feel like now it's finally like, holy shit, it's undisputable, which is great. I feel like God also kind of saved it, because I feel like 2026 for me was supposed to be like a, you know, 29 was supposed to be special for me. Obviously, my birthday's on Friday the 13th. It's supposed to be special for me. So I feel like it's cool that people are coming to the awareness that I'm like Queen of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, let's give me some flowers. Let's get that going. Because look how much work I did on myself. Yeah, I was right there with you guys. Like I said, I've always walked with the people. Like, I'm a scene script. I was always in the scene. Didn't need a face, didn't need a name. I was always at the party. I was always invited. I always got front row. I was always VIP, always. I mean, you guys are wondering, it's like, she's not jealous? I don't need anybody to fly me out. I've been flown out. What? Been flew out. What? I choose, again, but now we know that. Now we know who Alexis Ray Morningstar is. Now we know. Let's look at the recent past. Whoa. I think the other thing that's scaring you girls, like I said, I'm just dumb psychic. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, how did I tell you girls that Kanye West was what he was about to do on Friday? Cause I'm psychic. Cause I know. I'm already talking to you about Northie and all that. I already told you girls. I can see whatever. See through, if you will. And I think you guys know that I see through. It's like, but I feel like my high priestess in the recent past was like, there's gonna come an end to this cycle. What you're doing, whatever ways you're playing on your spirit will end. But what will be waiting for you, believe it or not, while you're being asked to finish this, the reason I was guiding you to let it go is because I was like, dude, there's better. I'm not a figment of your imagination. I'm not a weirdo you found on TikTok. I'm not like a godless oracle. No, none of those things. I'm genuinely the future. I wasn't asking you to let go of all this. It's like, I was like, no, I got you. I have to stay cloaked, because otherwise, if I tell you all the marbles, if I just would have shown you the photo evidence, Because then do you really believe in God? No, that doesn't help you, because you have to believe in the unseen. You have to believe in the feeling before your eyes can show you. I have the pictures and shit of when we used to get, yeah, I do, but that's not what it's about. It's about bringing you to your creator, so that you actually feel like you have navigation, because you guys actually, people found me organically. It wasn't even anything contrived. It really was never a contrived thing. It's like always organic. Shitski. And I feel like with you, it's just like, that's the whole point. Is like, you were being guided through your higher self was trying to be like, wrap this up before I can tell you why we're wrapping it up, before I can show you. Because I feel like Leo, when you're like, what the fuck? Why did you just tell me? Why did you say something? It's like, because I run a business. Because it's not about nothing. It's not about any of that. It's not about any of that. I'm masterful. I archive in reverse. I do things crazy. Like, you guys will never understand my programmatic brain. You'll never understand it. But I'm just letting you know. It's like, all you're being asked to do is like, do you believe? Are you a believer? And I believe you're a brother. I believe you're a brother. I believe you're a believer. That's why you believe me. But again, it's just, I'm trying to let you know. All the apologies and stuff, like I said, you know what I want for my birthday. I've already said it. So there's a lot of ways to make it right for 29. You know what I mean? But 29, I just really think, a lot of the people, like I said, my guys, my contemporaries, like, I'm very much like I said, the 90s kiddos. Like, I just feel like that's my team. Like, that's my team, you know? And I feel like for us, I just have, like, I have this new terrain for us. I've made our place in the new world. Because I think we're just on, like, we just share an experience, you know, as a generation. And, yeah, so it's like, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what's going down. Let's see what's crying. I think it's like the Leo full moon gives, this King of Pentacles was about to do something that I think a Leo full moon took the edge off of. Because I think it was like, I think up until you had this final piece of like overwhelming evidence, you're about to just do something off of intuition, which is great. And that's why God was always going to reward you. Okay, now I'll show you why you were following your intuition, which is great. But I think it's all, this Leo full moon is just like big confirmation. It's like a massive confirmation. It's like, what? No fucking way. What? Yes. I told you girls. I said what I said. I had to build this archive and say all my stories, or else I will forget. Because the iClouds are deleting, the Snapchat, the videos aren't even iCloud, it doesn't even matter. But I gotta tell what was happening, or else I'll fucking forget what the fuck I was doing as a teenager and in my 20s. I won't remember, but these are all the moments, you know? And when we all come into contact, it's a lot more cosmic, you know? So I have a lot of, because I'm so, again, maybe you girls aren't as perceptive as me, maybe you don't remember all the little details, but I do. I'm like, oh my God, do you remember how we really met? Remember that day? You know, shit like that. So there's a King of Pentacles that's like coming down, and it's time for it to be mixing with the Queen of Pentacles. Remember how the Queen of Pentacles is clarifying this? But look who's the crowning. But again, the King of Pentacles knows who they're for. They're for the person that they're distinguished. And that's kind of what also God was trying to say is like, my guys, we're a certain tier. It's not just like regular. Like I said, I speak for my generation, but I don't just hang out with fucking everybody. I definitely like will let you know I'm like a high profile artist. I'm a very genius artist. That's also another reason why, like, you know what I mean? I'm self-aware of that. Like I'm a guy too. I have a fucking crazy star story too. Yeah. You can talk about it. But I feel like that's what you're itching. It's all this Leo full moon shit. I'm soft. What the fuck? I'm soft. Anyways. Yeah. But something that piqued your intuition is now like rock hard, solidified. That's like also a thing, you know? Feelings deepening, feelings concretizing. Those are all themes, you know, for the Divine Masculine. Holy shit. Yeah. Whoa, I didn't even see this. The tower just came down and it's like, gotta send. What the fuck? Type of frecuencia. The tower, Ace of Cups. Yeah. The tower falls. The boundary, the pretending. Look at that, hiding what's on the other side of it. What's on the other side of the mask? The display in the near future? It was a poker face. I know you girls poker face. Duh, you guys are talking to me every goddamn. It's like poker face ass bitches. For what? For what? Because you scared of little Lexi? It's crazy. It's crazy. No, straight up. No, straight up. Oh, because this is the thing, it's like, it's a good tower. Like, the tower that's coming down, the fucking message that's getting sent, it's just gonna be like, here's all these absurd feelings. But I think they weren't communicated because, again, it didn't feel real. This doesn't feel real. But now you're realizing, oh, let me never let myself get in that shitty of a place again, because the reason stuff like that's natural to me does not feel real is because I was in a shitter. You're around a bunch of non-real energy. That's why you don't think I'm real. I'm real. That's why you're watching this shit, right? That's where you really want to be. But that's what I'm saying is, like, you won't know what's real if you're always surrounding yourself with fucking lies. You know? But let's never make it that hard for the truth to, like, be unearthed. I just feel like there's, like, a unearthing of a lot of truth under this Leo moon, you know? Unearthing that you've always been in union. Like, I think that's the thing is, like, the Leo full moon kind of humbles you because it's like you're treating stuff like it's brand new. And I think that's the thing that I've had a critique of is, like, a lot of my guys, a lot of the people that I'm, like, in love with, like, openly just, like, dude, the thing that's the best about you is that, like, you were always doing the thing. It's like a lot of you guys are realizing, like, maybe through, like, relationships outside of you, it's like, oh, the problem with this Leo moon is, like, it's like, yeah, I was always that. And I told my husband that. I was like, Dennis, you didn't get better with time. No. 2017, I was like, he didn't even have to he didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to have anything, no label, no friends, no nothing. The vibe was exactly the same though. Same guy that's sitting right here doing the fucking shit right now that you hear in the background was always there. And I think that's one of the things that I think most people really, like, with people when I'm in their life, they really latch on to, because I'm, like, very grounded. I'm like, brother, I ground us in reality. I'm super Aquarian, but I'm, like, able to, like, stick it to the page. And so that's why I have that sort of gift of gab. That's why I kind of have that sort of, like, Jesus Christ, this girl's just, like, a walking fucking, because I am God's plan. But yeah, all these fucking hidden feelings, what? Let the love in. It's Aquarius season. Yeah, I'm so excited. Because this is, like, all going to happen for my B-Day. Because it's about to be fucking February 1st here in a second. I don't even know what time it is. Right. Aw, this is so beautiful, Leo full moon. You guys. You have evidence. Oh, that's a soulmate. Oh. Whoa! That's the best. That is really the best thing. The best thing in the world for me was when me and Dennis fell down the rabbit hole. We were like, wait, there's, like, us, like, wanting to fuck each other, like, third dimensionally, but then it's like, wait, brother. And then we had our, like, spiritual awakening together. It's like, whoa, brother. And that's what it felt like. Every year it was just, like, major nuggets of, like, this was always supposed to happen. It's like the best thing in the world. Those are the best taken people in the world. This is what God wanted you to pick the whole time, people. This is what God wanted you to pick the whole time. But you had to you had to end the whole shebangsky. Only thing that you ended, though, was the towers. You ended the towers. And then the last tower that falls is the way that you were putting on a mask about how much this was all going on underneath. Ace of Cups. Again, a lot of coming, a lot of coming and going. It's like a lot of internal waters, if you girls know what I mean. Rather cremosa, if you will. It's what it was giving. And you're not understanding why. But I feel like for a lot of you, it was just like, this is absurd. Why is my body? It's because your spirit man is like, brother, there's a truth we're trying to unearth here. It's not just a fucking feeling that keeps populating. You're supposed to, like, do something about it, you know? You're supposed to do something about it. A little snotty. Let's see. What? Whoa. Holy shit. So, I think also at this time with the Leo full moon, this is crazy. So, same frequency. The partner that you pick that God did not want you to pick is going to have you like this right now. It's dead. It's a version of you that is not you. You were initiated, that old vessel was initiated, it's completely dead. And whatever spell was over you was broken. It has been broken. It was broken by the divine feminine. who has given you enough evidence, because I think this is a deeper question. It's the divine masculine of all of us needed to be reminded of who it was. Because I think there was a whole series of things that you were attracting, a whole cycle that was you were attracting, where it was just like an illusion. It was a spell. It was a destiny swapping situation. A lot of the guys that are supposed to be on my path, we all go through the exact same thing. Niggas are trying to kill us. They're trying to stop us from doing what we're supposed to do on this planet, why we came here. So I think a lot of us share this in common. This is what we're going to be kikiing over in New Orleans, because it's all of our birthday. It's for my winter babies. Come fucking turn the fuck up. Are you kidding? It's like going to be so much fun. But yeah, it's like that. It's like the type of thing where it's we were picking the wrong people, and we know this now because they literally would leave you for dead. And then there was also just like, again, this spell, this dispelling a spell. It's like death, like the Grim Reaper had to come and like kill this spell that was being spoken over you. And it took a long time for me, because for a lot of people, it's like you're buried under all this spoken shit that's spoken over you. Like a lot of you guys have baby mamas and trauma and baby daddies, and you kind of got sloshed up, and this shit got crazy. But it's just because like these people could just like keep speaking a narrative over you that just like, kind of made you disconnect. Again, this is like a really powerful lesson of like the Leo full moon is like there's a divine feminine who kept speaking the original story. And the original story will keep you grounded. That's why I keep people grounded, because I speak over them what their real truth is before the bullshit and the malaise and the whatever, right? So that you don't forget, because I think that's how people, you know, lose themselves in a really dangerous way. But only your divine partner that God wanted for you could have taken you out of the situation as well. Could have known how to, you know, pick your remains up from it. It's like someone's frequency came and like picked your scraps up from the graveyard. Your remains. Whoa, y'all. I think that, so in the fear space we have the devil, clarified by the Ace of Wands. Yeah, y'all. So when the devil's in our fear space, that means we're scared of our like worst fears. I think our worst fear is that we would have lost our creative. This is what sucked the most, I think, is the Ace of Wands being gone. I like really like my heart broke so much. Like I know, like I know my tongue had to be sharp, but I had to like murder demons, like for you guys, like straight up. Like it's like not a joke. Like I have to speak sharply because I'm trying to break curses and shit off you guys and do like labor for you at an energetic level, because that's the lineage I come from. It's not like an expectation of you. It's just like kind of like if you befriend Alexis Taylor, it's like one of the unique fun things that comes with like being her friend. It's like she'll just like make sure that like don't fucking touch my guy from the world that I see, because you know, anyways, because the thing about me and my dad that makes us very outcast is like we see demons, we see them, so it's very easy for us because it's very visual. Like when I walk up on someone, I can see the malady on their body, and that's like a gift that it's like when I say I'm a seer, that's what I mean, because I'm not just a seer, I'm very specifically like a demon slayer. But for a lot of us, our worst fear were the demons, to be honest with you. Our worst fear was this. And I feel like when we feared that most, we kind of ended up creating it. We kind of manifested, you know, these like dynamics where it's like, essentially, I think the worst part of whatever you were just having to end and shed and what you were connected to is they were in the place, they kind of became your source. Like your concept of yourself was being derived from this energy. So like what I'm seeing a lot of is like more so like, how do I explain this to you guys? It's like, say you get in a relationship in 2020, right? And you're one of the guys. So your life's been going since you were fucking born. And guys know about you. You're already playing your destiny out. This is like the person that's like, as soon as I started dating this person, I got around it. If they're a demon, what's going to happen is like, you're going to start thinking of who you are in the context of like, this as the genesis is what God just literally said to me. You thought of this thing as your genesis. So it's like many of you got into something that was like a deep phase. Like literally it's like something that you're like a cycle or a phase. Could have come with people, community, whatever. But that phase was so demonic that it was like speaking over you or like citing your origins as starting then. So a lot of you didn't realize how ancient your soul was. So you're literally thinking like that person I started dating like 4 years ago, like you're forgetting yourself before any of that. That's how dangerous they were, because it's like you were really thinking like you don't have anything. It's like before, it's like people who was like, it's like my mom. It's like the hardest thing to watch her. She's Leo rising. I know this is something that I feel like a lot of Leos get preyed upon. It's like the identity crisis, you know, because it's like, you know, it's kind of like what we see with Charlie XCX. It's like Charlie XCX's legacy has like kind of been really consistent like her whole career, I feel like, especially if you've been following her since like the 2010s. But like as a pop girly and also just like a person who like manufactures the sound and the genre and like lays bricks for like other people outside of her own music, whatever, I think you see that. It's like with Leo placements, it's like it could be a lot of like, right now it's like they're like, it's like, why are you pandering after the attention of like X, Y, or Z when you exist, you predated before that? But it's kind of like what you see with them is like, you can tell they're in like a sort of bondage, because I think they think of themselves as like, oh, I didn't exist. Once you get around a certain demonic frequency, like you don't think of yourself as originating when you really originated. And so like for me, when I look at people that I've like been a fan of, and it's like, it was really hard for me in certain times like to watch certain people's growth, because I was like, dang, like I can really tell. It was like my critique. It was like, with, you know, Drake all of 2025. I was like, I don't know why you're acting brand new. I don't know why you're acting like you're not, like, there are plenty of us who have been here since you fucking dropped So Far Gone, straight up. Like, we've been here since Valentine's Day then. Like, we've, you know, it's like, there's plenty of us who've, like, as soon as you came on the scene, it's like, been there, you know. And then you get around this new generation of people. It was like 2022. You start hanging out with these people who just found out about your music, I guess. But it's like, they're not even the real guys. And then I think then you spend too much time around this, like, really new energy, and it's really just demonic. But it's like, you spend all this time around it, and then you start thinking of yourself as like, you're just like assimilating and whatever. And you think the genesis is like this group that you're around right now. And this is what I say, staying really grounded in the people who's like seeing you from time can really help you a little bit more, because it's like, you won't get so lost in the, like I said, my mom kicked me out of her life over someone who she didn't realize. It's like, but mom, WT, Wanda Taylor started before this nigga, like way before this nigga. You've been with a lot of niggas too, so like you can't be originating, because her whole concept after a while with being like connected to this very like demonic frequency that this partner of hers possessed, was just like, it's the same with my brother. Like he started like, I was like, Sherman, like dude, before you started like living in like this way and with these people, it's like Sherman has been the same way his entire life. And then you kind of got around a partner where it's like, they try to act like they invented a bitch. I'm like, you didn't invent my brother. It doesn't matter if you think that, because even the project that you're really like helping him out with or help with art direction on, like my brother's in a million different projects, he's in a million bands. They all have their own success. It's like, it's not one thing. And so I just want to say, like, right now that it's all been dispelled, but it had to be. And I'm just like, this is my birthday gift to myself. Like my birthday gift to myself with the studio that I started 6 years ago is like, my gift was to make sure that I never left you guys aside, and that I always fought for you. Because I used to not really accept my gift as a demon slayer, as a seer. And my grandmothers were coming to tell me this, like, I used to be really uncomfortable with my voice and like being who I was. And there's so much, they're just really encouraging me to continue to self-love like myself, and like just to really love myself a lot more right now. Because there's so much love that's coming in, for sure. But I think they're also just really wanting me to realize it's like, it was always my superpower that I was very different to people, that I can see different dimensions, because you never know. There's infinite dimensions. People could have access to all types of shit. I always appreciate anyone who can give me whatever the fuck they see things from, because they could protect you. They could give you information, you know? You never know. Don't call somebody a weirdo, because you never know how they could fucking keep you from fucking certain evil. When unexplainable turmoil comes and strikes you down and you don't know how to fucking get out of it. You don't even know what it is. Let's see the outcome of the Leo full moon. God, I'm psychic. Hey. Message sent. I know this because I did that in my own way. It's like I sent them, it's like I'm like cornering. It's like, because I think the thing is like, I think too, I'm really fearless. I'm not like scared of anything at all. I think being grounded helps too when you have big feelings. Word to fucking BK Darula. We love you, girly. But when you have a really big feeling, I think sometimes it really helps to have people who are just like not gonna be weirded out by the fact that your feelings are big. Not just not weirded out, but like not tweaky. Like you don't need to tweak about like, because there's just like, I think this is also, mind you, this is like the first full moon that I feel like, of all the moons where you felt like you missed it, misconnection, this one actually connects. This one actually connects. I feel like these two dogs are seeking intuitive connection at the same time. Sub the Page of Cups. Both of these dogs are coming together and they're being guided there. They're both acknowledging, they're consciously like choosing to let themselves be led. I think it has a lot to do with what we've already let go of, for sure. For sure. For sure. Because you finally let go of it, and that's why you can actually be like, oh yeah, I can let the tower come down, I can stop with the poker face, I can stop. I mean, obviously, it's all good. It's like, I'm not like weird. I just, yeah. God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes, you know, God's gotta fucking make the kundalini pop off so you can pay attention. But let's clarify this and keep it pushing. So the Eight of Pentacles, let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles, which is like this evidence. There's something that comes out that's like, what? And for my final magic trick, I told you bitches. Right timing, something, work displayed at the right time. That it actually like is powerful enough to manifest the tower comes down. Because I've been trying to bring down a tower because I know you guys are scared. I know on the other side of the screen you're scared. I don't know what this is. Because you're not me. I get that. The other thing I had to learn about is like, not everybody's me. I think that was like the thing that was like my trauma. Is like, I thought everybody had these gifts. I thought everybody saw the world the same way. They don't. Like walk around and talk to people like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? Like, oh, you don't see. Oh, okay. But you guys were all fucking see. Oh, no, it's just me. So there is empirical evidence that has the power to bring down the tower. And I think it was always about me seeing, specifically for me, it's not just like about proving who I know or who I'm supposed to be connected to. I also think what I've learned with my archive and archiving in general, as a Black woman in this body and in this vessel, is that, man, it's just, my images are powerful. My voice is powerful and the images I create are powerful. The image of myself that I create is the most powerful thing of all. And I'm really grateful that that is what's bringing all this into me now. All these people have a bridge to connect to me that I built with my own hands, because my image is that powerful. And that's the most loving thing I could get for 29. I'm really grateful. Thank you guys so much. I'm really grateful for my 20s because I really would have wanted to solve the original problem that I think I walked into 20s with, which was like, I didn't feel like all of my strengths were my strengths at all. And I definitely didn't love myself for having them. And now I really do. And I think this long journey had to go the way it did because I needed this outcome where it's just like, I know, it's not even about a comparative thing. I know what power I hold in the things that I do. I also really know that why I do what I do. And I also know that my life was very special. I also just know that the things that I was going through always felt so weird to me, but I always thought like, they're not weird. So just stop talking. Like, I just used this kind of scarf down, like how unique I felt or how like, was like, is everybody fucking getting to meet every celebrity that they can think of? Like, I would just dream stuff and then niggas would be in my face. I would just like think something and then people would just like show up in front of me, you know? And I didn't understand that. And I do now. And I feel so happy to have clarity on who I am. And I hope that my journey of learning about myself promotes people to go on the self-discovery journey as well. Because you have beautiful keys inside of you that would make all of this shit go, this samsara and nirvana make sense, you know? Let's clarify the Four of Wands. Oh my God. Yeah. People are they've overcome it, you know what I mean? They've overcome the ego and the pride and they're actually gonna just like be like, I've overcome all the ways that I wanted to fight or destroy my own victory. And I'm gonna just move forward because there is actually a path to union now. And again, the path to union can only be created when someone in the situation actually sees and has love for what they actually are. And it takes dispelling cognitive dissonance to really be standing in that. So let's see the Temperance and the Two of Pentacles and Temperance is all about mixing. Holy cow. The masculine is ready. The masculine, look at this, the same. Look at this. Masculine is like, I'm in reality now. I remember what my reality is. And I think that's the most beautiful thing. The reason that this is happening now, that people are ready to mix now, is because it's just like, you reminded people of what the real reality for them was. I think that's something that's really important, is like, be somebody in the world that helps ground people, that like because you can live in a lot of realities. I think you guys realize that, you know. You guys know I'm pro drug, so it's like, you know, you can live on a lot of different ethers in this experience, and I feel like it's just important to know which reality is yours, which one is the one that your higher self and your body and everything can be in. And it's not selfish. I don't even need anybody to do anything for me. I just want you guys to be free. I really think I have genuine love for the people that I think of in my heart when I make the work that I make and I make the art that I make. And I really just want them to live their best life, you know? And I'm a seer, so I'll know if your best life includes me or not. But it's not about me. It's just about, like, I really want people to be sovereign. I really want people to be free. Like, I don't want people to be fucking stuck for shit. Not for shit. Let's look at the past. You were incentivized. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is being like, I'm letting go of the past because I've been incentivized. I've already been exposed to better. So I think I really am grateful because I think, yeah, and I think that's the other thing that is going to be really loving at this time is like the prophecy. Like people always knew. I think it was just like the distance between like how much they had to collapse and how much had to be completed before they could offer this. So it's all just divine timing. It's really just God's timing. Because we see temperance in the Two of Pentacles. Your mixing was always going to be God's timing, when the cups were both ready, when the two cups are ready. Someone had to close off a cycle to be able to complete a cycle, and then they'd be ready, and the other person has to like unearth the feeling, take the tower, knock the tower down that's on top of their true feelings. Because it looks like now the masculine is really excited. The masculine is a king. And I think the king has been looking for who completes the castle. And I think the king now knows the most important thing to do is to look for a bachelorette. Like someone who really is truly like someone you should court. Your soulmate would have all their own independence. And yes, they're not married to you. They're not in union with you yet. That's where why this is coming down. It's like the masculine knows now. It's like, I should have gone for someone who independently reflected me. Equality. Because I think they're the only ones who are going to really be able to build and work this relationship, work this union, create. Because I think this is the King of Pentacles wanting to create the most out of life and make it work. Like I think there's just like something about this Leo full moon that's just like wanting you to have relationships in your life that like you can use as a resource instead of like a weight or just like a status of something that you're doing, a participant. It's like, you know. I say this all the time, my marriage helps me like work through my life. It's not just like a dormant. Oh my God, we just like totally spun the wheel. This is so insane. The unearthing of these hidden feelings from the masculine is like the union and the wheel. It's so beautiful. The Leo full moon is so beautiful. Because I think there was just like, we had to get our head above ground. We had to like really come up above it. It was a lot of fighting to just be on top of all of this. It was like a lot. It's so beautiful. Wow. Yeah, and it kind of goes with what I said. I was kind of getting this in the Aquarius season zodiac breakdowns. It's like there is a little bit of a distinction of like, you know, with some of these towers falling in the collapse, there's a lot of like put out energy, but for the demonic energy, so this is the Jezebel spirit being done for. This is great. Because now the masculine knows the Jezebel spirit, there's all this evidence. They're getting put out. And getting sent. This is literally the masculine telling the Jezebel, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here. Leo full moon. I feel like the truth that your divine counterpart showed you under the Leo full moon, makes you run, not walk, to kick the Jezebel out. Like get out, actually. It's a sharp dispel. I don't think you guys realize the Reaper has come for this leaf. It's like the Reaper comes in and is like, enough. This is done now. Just clarify. The Reaper's like, this is done now. Call it my master plan, you know? It took a magic medicine man and the Holy Trinity, truly, to really slay this curse. This Jezebel spoke this curse. And they were taking all your money, brother. They were taking all your stuff. I told y'all, you see me fighting for Dennis every damn day. These Jezebels are taking your stuff. Oh my God. Yep. You separated yourself. Now it's time to cut it off. Now, because I think some of you were kind of in the in-between because you know you're like not in a good place. You know these really, like I told you guys, this shit's gonna fall. It's like, if it was never real, if it was never on your path, it's not, right now, it's not gonna be wishful thinking. It's just gonna like go towards the destruction of it all. But I think you were really delivering a truth that would cut this once and for all. 55-55. Change. You were really feeling the change of like, well, what happens when I cut this succubus off? Like, what's gonna happen when I communicate this real truth? There's a lot of fear, and perhaps a lot of fear that kept you immobilized from actually like, right? Emotionally reinvesting. But I'm here to tell you, Leo full moon, we're gonna have fun. We deserve infinity joy. We deserve it, team. We deserve to have a really good time. This is definitely like, fuck my ex, cue that. Cue that. Cue that. Because you don't have to fear emotionally reinvesting, because it's like, for what, brother? Page of Cups. And all I'll say is, it's expected. Like, it's very known. It's like, I know what your feelings are. You can, you know, take your time in terms of the suppression. But this whole thing was expected. It's expected. I mean, I knew it was on you guys' plate. You were mixing Jezebels. It's not great. It's not great. I'll be honest with you. It's not a great feeling, you know. You know, because some of these people, you know, you could be, like, bonded to for life if they're fucking, again, baby daddies, baby mamas. You know, it's not light. But you also need to figure out a rapport that isn't just like kosher just cause type shit. I'm so serious. This is fun. Let me see if there's any other messages Spirit has. So good. Yay! I knew we'd get here too. Let me see. Yeah, oh yeah. King of Pentacles. Whew, dealing with the demon. Dealing with the demon proper. Dealing with it. Any last messages, Spirit? This is the classic, like, you could have gone harder. So I think a lot of you guys, I think you, like, set boundaries, but I think this, oh, it's a huge message. A lot of you cut things off, and you're realizing now that obviously was happening because it needed to end, but I don't think you had clarity on what it was. This is someone also getting away with being, like, breaking up with you, and perhaps you're actually the one who should have, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's like, I think something got cut off, but you're about to get revamped with a whole lot of clarity, because I think you're understanding how all these moving parts that were kind of just like dragging you in different places throughout this like last experience of your ascension and waking up, that I think you're gonna really realize. Yeah, I think you're just gonna really realize that it's like, I really should go back and go harder. This is definitely like, I have to actually get you back for that. It's like, again, I see people like breaking up or taking their space or whatever, but I don't think they're doing it for the right reason. I don't think you even know how like bad it should have been, how the breakup should have really been. Yeah, you're about to go ape shit. Shadows coming out, all lawlessness, like, you know what I mean? I just heard it's about to get disrespectful in this motherfucker. Because I just feel like the Leo full moon is going to make you roar about something. Because it's, like I said, you know, they kind of want me to use this as an example, but, like, for example, like, my sister-in-law, one of the, in her past, I don't give a fuck about it, but in her past is, like, she was talking about one of her, like, boyfriends she dated back in the day, who was Dennis's friend first, and became her boyfriend later. Like, she was really on some infidelity shit, and then had the audacity to break up with him. That's what I mean. I feel like a lot of you guys have been taking you it's like that. It's like you took on the grunt, like this thing, but this thing is actually the problem. This thing actually played this. You have evidence now that's like, oh shit, you made me feel like I was the reason for this separation, this tower, this whatever. It's actually like you, so you're gonna have to circle back. Holy cow. Look at this. Because there was a boundary that was crossed. Like, literally, see how this boundary, Nine of Wands reverse, is over the... Your boundaries are crossed. And your Queen of Pentacles is like... I mean, your Queen of Swords is like... Hubby, bub, my love. You're owed a check. Yeah, it needs to end. Whatever, you should be fucking cordial with these bitches and fucking end it. I want you to end it as soon as possible. But we also will have to go back and unpack, like, what was the ending and why? And I think you're owed a check. You need your money back from whatever the fuck, because it's not light. It's just not light. It's not light. They stole from you. They stole from you. So your Queen of Swords is helping you straighten that all out, because I don't think you, this is what I'm saying, I don't think you thought you had a case. You have a case. Because Temperance is always trying to mix you with your Queen of Cups in the recent past. You definitely have a case. I just think so many of you are going to really feel like people are colored in a way, because you're probably waking up to the heart of the truth of their spirit. So you might have felt like, we figured out a rapport, we're good. No, baby. Because I just feel like this is someone who, like, traps you with a pregnancy. This is someone who's trying to destiny swap and, like, traps you by, like, becoming, like, a fixture in your life as, like, a... So just take that as it resonates. It's like the things that are being brutally gutted right now, the truth that you're getting illuminated, the things that God is... Oh, my... Holy cow. They did this to the Emperor. Oh, shit. You were just, like, taking a break, trying to regain your strength. You're trying to focus on... You might even have kids with it. And, you know, you still got to... I mean, you were feeling so bad. You don't got... I'm here to tell you, I don't know. There's a lot of timelines going on. I just feel like for my divine masculines out there, you don't have anything to feel. Not only do you... I think you just took the this is someone, I'm telling you, if you've ever resonated, like, with Dennis' story, like, this is someone slandering. What do you owe someone when you slander their reputation? You steal all of their destiny, their money, their inheritance. You trap them. You also brand them as you're making this is someone who's, this is evil. This is someone that's, like, making you pay for something you don't have to pay. You're not supposed to be paying for this. I mean, paying for it in terms of karma. And it was because your boundaries were down. When they tried to slide in here. Look at this. They tried to slide in and they tried to steal from you. They're trying to boost from you, these demons. I don't know if this Leo full moon's going to make you feel too... Your stomach might be curdling. Yeah, it's done. I just want to... This is like... I knew it to keep going. Side note. These demons know they're cooked. Their time is up. They're about to get, like, stabbed. They're at the Nine of Swords. They're about to get stabbed. Look at this. Because I don't think that they're ready for you to finish the period. You're gonna, the way that this is what you're gonna do. You are about to find out some of the most vile shit in both polarities. The full moon could be like, this is amazing, but it could also be like completely just like, what? But the way you get back at that energy for doing you like that, and like genuinely just like like these bitches boosted everything off you. They boosted all your shit, brother. You're gonna come into union with your Queen of Swords, and we're coming for the fucking biggest. We're coming for your pocket. And the worst part is we're coming together, and we throwing it in your face. I'm so excited. My birthday's gonna be so fun. I already have the perfect place for us to go. The fucking graveyard. Fucking New Orleans. We're about to fucking fuck these. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are gonna get to come fucking do the death parade with the Reaper. Because we about to fucking dig some ditches for these guys. A lot of bitches we need to dig some ditches for. My ancestors got you. Proper. Because these guys need to die today. They need to die today. They fucked with the wrong anointed one. Man. And I just think that, like, very similar in Dennis's case, I was just an angel that came to help it. I'm actually just like a karmic retribution. Like, someone tried to kill him, and God's like, you get a helper, you get a buddy for life after that happens to you. For many of you, like, you probably just went through that exact same thing where they just tried to offer you. You're about to have a really deep healing journey to have to go on, because it's a lot to come into the awareness that people try to do you like this. Yeah, Aquarius came to rescue you from the charlatan. You are being manipulated. And it is this dark, it's dark, it's not good. Third parties are getting judgment. And I think for a long time you feared third parties getting judgment. What if these third parties are ops? Let me see how this ends. Well, isn't this amazing? You came to the medicine tent, didn't you? Thank God for tea stew. You're gonna get your vitals right back up. We're gonna get you a shake from the shop. You're gonna get your destiny could never be swapped. You are the prodigal child. You are the sunshine of my. You're gonna come out on top. You're gonna come out on top. Because we know just how to heal you over on this part. You just aligned to one of the greatest healers of all time. I can heal you through the screen, matter of fact. Yeah, this Jezebel, I'm excited. Let's murder these bitches. Spiritually. Yeah. Let's murk them. Because they already did it to you. Yeah, let's do some eye for an eye shit. Let's get debaucherous. I'm super excited. My guys are going to be so ratchet and crazy by the time my birthday gets here. We're going to be February. We're so locked in. We're so locked in. So that's our Leo full moon, y'all. I wanted to be here. Even I think you guys are just getting the revelation right now from all fronts, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So can't wait for my birthday. I'll be checking in. We'll see what's up. But you know where to keep up with me at. But like I said, if you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. Obviously. We're always around to do private personal readings. We're always around to do consulting. We're always around to spitball ideas if you ever want to work with T2. You know our email and number. Never changes. But yeah. Hold yourself. But rage. Yeah, we should all go to the Rebel Rangers tour together, because you're gonna probably feel like that after you find out all this information. But just know that I've never lied to you. I would never lie to you. I want you to choose. You don't have to. I don't want you to like me. I want you to choose sovereignly, and I want you to be a sovereign person. So I hope that is what's in the future in the cards for you. And thank you again just for always lending me your heart and your ears. Peace.